My turn.
A series that takes place in a post-apocalyptic event is one of the most popular genres both in books and series. Tap on a little history to save humanity. It's the perfect recipe for an action-adventure hit series, and that's exactly what Van Helsing's all about. Unfortunately, the series' 5th season was its final as well, which kept fans wondering why the show ended. Was Van Helsing canceled or not? How you holding up, guys? Hopefully you're all getting vaccinated. Welcome back to our channel, wherein once again, we'll be sharing with you why Van Helsing Season 5 is the last season ever. But before we proceed with today's video with you, kindly do us a favor and click on that like button, subscribe to our channel, with the notification bell on so you don't miss any of our new releases. Why did filming and production for Season 5 finish? In December 2019, Van Helsing was greenlit for a seasonal renewal, which also became the last of the series. By then, the show's production had already wrapped up, so showrunner Jonathan Lloyd Walker took to Twitter to announce the good news. Entering our last week on #Van Helsing, I must say thank you to a group seldom thought about at season series wrap. Family, partners, kids, friends all endure a lot of stress, separation, and extra work supporting cast crew through long hours and days. You make the dream possible, Walker wrote on Twitter. Daniel March, the managing partner at Dynamic Television, also expressed his thoughts on the season finale in a statement saying, "We're so proud of Van Helsing and would like to thank SYFY and the amazing fans who embrace this series. We are excited to end the show on its own terms and to give our story, these characters and our fans the conclusion they so richly deserve." So why did the series end? Van Helsing had a good run. Like all things, it too must come to an end. Luckily, the show managed to wrap things up on their own terms instead of being forced to shut down because of the ongoing global pandemic. Showrunners explained that although the series had a good run, they were excited to end the show on its own terms and to give our story, these characters, and our fans the conclusion they so richly deserve. Executive producer Chad Oakes told The Hollywood Reporter, "We're thrilled to be able to bring the amazing Van Helsing saga to a close. This could not be done without the support of our incredible cast, crew, SYFY, Netflix, which pays to stream the series, and Super Ekron." The actor's thoughts on the series ending. Jennifer Shion Garcias, the actress who portrayed the former leader of the Sisterhood, who eventually joined the survivors, shared her thoughts with Looper regarding Van Helsing's endings. "Oh man, it was bittersweet," she said, "especially the episode when we were filming Julius's death. When Julius's character passes on and we saw that on the day and we knew that was happening, that was when it was actually really hit us, because you can't have Van Helsing without Julius. So that was a really emotional day for everybody." She added further, "I think we're all just really excited that we got the chance to finish because we were the first show, at least in Canada, to go back to shooting after lockdown. Back in March of 2020, we were an industry that didn't know if it was ever going to come back. Working on set is a very intimate thing. It's tons of people around. You need all of those people to drive the ship so that we can deliver the show. So we really had no idea how that was going to happen and if it was ever going to happen. So many times with shows you get canceled and then you never really get to end it. So we all felt really fortunate that we got that process to say goodbye and that we got the chance to wrap it up. Pay homage to how long we got to spend with those characters and each other. At the end of the day, all of us were just grateful," the actress concluded. From vampire to human, Julius's redemption arc and sacrifice. The character of Julius, a former vampire who was later turned human by Vanessa and fought beside her, was one of the most well-developed arcs in the series. He went from playing a minor but vital villain role into becoming a heroic figure who sought redemption as he was granted humanity by Vanessa. Aleks Paunovic, the actor who portrayed him, shared his thoughts on the character in an interview with CBR. "It was so great," Ponovichs recalled. "That evolution of Julius growing from vampire Julius. It was a thirst for power. Then you switch into human Julius where he just wants redemption. He wants to go out on his terms, doing something good for someone because he's done so many bad things as a vampire. The depth that the writers gave me was something that I really latched onto and understood. I just innately understood the character, especially talking with the writers of the show and our showrunner Jonathan Walker, who were all fantastic. Overall, the actor author looks fondly at Julius's storyline, most especially about his mother, which left a great impression on him. I was pleasantly surprised with the depth of the character and what they wrote for me, and then they just trying to dig in a little deeper so I can find some more with the character. That's so rare. When you're in this industry, you have such a huge arc for the character. I'm really happy about that. Honestly, I thrive at that. I think every performer thrives on how you can drop into the character and find the turn in the motivation of the character. It's going from point A to point B, and I love that. I love when the writers keep you on your toes. I definitely relish it, and I feel very lucky to be getting a character like Julius and then allowing me to explore it. Ponovichs also expressed his gratitude on the shows, which he considered as a gift. Getting the 5th and final season as opposed to just canceling the show, giving us the chance to finish it on our own terms, that led to a lot of really interesting storylines, not only developing but finishing. That's the biggest thing that people are really going to take away from this season, is to see where each character grows and how they end up and where the end of their story lies. I think that's special. He further continued, SYFY and Netflix are giving us this 5th and final season that anybody now can watch the show, season 1 to season 5, and have a completely wrapped up story. That's the biggest thing that I'm excited about. I can't obviously get into storylines or anything like that. I don't want to give anything away, but it's going to be really fun to watch. I think there's going to be quite a few tears shed, for sure. The actor also sang praises overall to the show on how it's dominated by strong, powerful women. Kelly Overton does such a fantastic job playing Vanessa, showing the strength and vulnerability and the motherhood and the losing of a child, the actor claims. All the things that the vampire slayer has to go through, and then they bring in a female version of Dracula. He also applauded his co-star Tricia Helfer, the actress who plays the Dark One. I've been a fan of hers since Battlestar Galactica. We were friends before when she was doing Battlestar, so to have her as a part of the show and see the type of energy that she brings to such an iconic character, I loved it. I absolutely love badass women on the heart of this show. One of the things that the writers wrote is that I'm a mama's boy in real life, so I understand the power of a woman, and I give it so much tribute to see that in a show that I'm a part of. Just makes my heart really full that these women are portrayed as such badasses and get to do roles that they probably never thought they would do. Van Helsing. What's this series about? Van Helsing is a fantasy horror drama created by Neil LaBute, which is inspired by Zenescope Entertainment's graphic novel series titled Helsing. The series premiered on September 23, 2016, but a preview of the pilot episode aired on July 31, 2016, with the series reaching its conclusion on June 25, 2021 after 5 seasons. Set in a post-apocalyptic future, Van Helsing revolves around Vanessa Van Helsing, the descendant of famed vampire hunter Abraham Van Helsing, who awakens from a coma after her supposed death to find herself in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by vampires. Her awakening took place years after the eruption of the Yellowstone caldera, which engulfed the world in ash, blocking out sunlight, which allowed the vampires to roam free. She has a unique blood composition which gives her the ability to turn vampires into humans, which also makes her humanity's last hope, but also a walking target of the vampires. She is protected and joined by a marine ordered to keep her safe, and the doctor who saved her so she can lead a resistance against the vampires that plague the world's survivors. And with that, we're wrapping up today's episode about why Van Helsing Season 5 is the last season ever. Hopefully you learned a lot and enjoyed today's video as much as we did making it. Do check out our channel if you like this video, since we've got more content to cater to your needs, from tutorials to celebrity news to curious trivia. Thanks for watching today's video, and before you go, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on so you won't miss any of our newest uploads. We'll see you again in the next episode.